Hi, I'm Ray. It's Chubby Ray Comics. I don't collect single issues. I collect collected editions, trade paperbacks, and omnibuses, and I love them. And I love talking about them. Let's get some lights in here. I love talking about them, and I love sharing it with you, and I hope you guys enjoy me talking about this stuff and enjoy watching my videos. I'm so happy to be part of this community. I got some questions I wanted to answer. Daniel asked me when I started collecting books and when I started collecting Omnibuy. He said Omnibuy. I don't know if Omnibuy is a word. It should be, but I don't think it is. So I figured I'd answer your question. I collected comics when I was young, but we had a fire and I lost them all. So then last year in 2024, I had a surgery. My knees are really, really bad. I had a surgery, and I was going to be unable to do things for like 6 weeks or whatever. So I said, what the hell? Let me try to get a comic, but I didn't want to get a comic book. I ordered a trade paperback, and that was probably August of last year. And then I was really getting into the trade paperbacks, and I loved them. And when November came around, that's when I first got interested in omnibuses, and these are the first omnibuses that I ordered, so I thought I'd share them with you. Here we go. Daniel, these are the omnibuses that I got early on. Green Lantern by Geoff Johns, which you guys know because I did a review of this not that long ago. I love this book. This book will be one of those, I think it could be an annual read for me. I love it that much. I love Green Lantern by Geoff Johns. I love Geoff Johns, my favorite author. And his books are so good. So good. And this omnibus is great because it is a great starting point, to get into it. Because it starts with Green Lantern Rebirth and it rolls all the way through the Sinestro War. I just think it's fantastic. And it's such a great story. Green Lantern Volume 1, Geoff Johns, that was one of my first omnibuses. All right, let's see. That was not the first omnibus I ever bought, though. It was one of the first. The first omnibus I ever bought was, was this one here. Spiderman. Spiderman, Michelinie, Bagley, which is right from... There was a time where I got some single issues back in the 90s, and this is one of those books that I loved. It was always great art by Mark Bagley. His art was so good. It was so good. And I loved his art. And David Michelinie has always been one of my favorite. He was a writer during the Todd McFarlane years. He was a writer during the Mark Bagley years, the Eric Larson years. He also wrote Iron Man and so many other great books. David Michelinie is a great writer, and Mark Bagley he's one of the best of all time. If you've read Ultimate Spider-Man, he also was the artist on Ultimate Spider-Man. Bagley's fantastic, and this book is great because of his art. His art, there's always, the visuals of Spider-Man doing anything always looks so great, so classic. But this is a great book. Spider-Man by Michelinie and Bagley. One of the first ones I bought. Here's another one. Brian Michael Bendis, House of M. This is another one of the early books that I bought. I love this book. I especially love, there's a Spider-Man story in this book. Spider-Man House of M, that is fantastic. That's what I remember about this book the most, is that Spider-Man story, how much I loved it. But it's just the whole event, the whole House of M thing, and it's just really well done. Really, really well done. It's all the mutants and Wanda, of course. I don't want to give too many spoilers, but Wanda's changed the world, and this is that story. It's written by Brian Michael Bendis, who's one of the greatest. I got the New Avengers on paperback, and I was so into Avengers Disassembled and the New Avengers story. That's what got me into House of M. So yeah, that was one of my first ones I bought. And then I bought this Devil's Reign, which is still in plastic. I have never read this book. I got this book, and I can't wait to read it. But soon after I got this book, I got Brian Michael Bendis's Daredevil #1, and I started reading that. So I've still got to get through. I want to do it in order. I read #1, #2. Now I'm doing Brubaker, and then when I eventually get to this, which I believe is during Zdarsky's run, then I will read this. So I'm really looking forward to getting there. But I've never read this. This is one of the first. So those were the first 4 omnibus, or Daniel, omnibi. Those are the first 4 ones that I got. Those are the Green Lantern by Geoff Johns, House of M by Brian Michael Bendis, Devil's Reign, and Mark Bagley, David Michelinie, Spider-Man. Those are my first 4 omnibus. It's a great question. I loved answering it. I hope you enjoyed my answer. I'm Ray, Chubby Ray Comics. Like, follow, comment, and I take questions all the time. I appreciate your question, and I hope you appreciate my answer. I'll talk to you soon.